Good morning and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to put together a compilation of Toyota Tacomas, third generation specifically, that have been lifted and maintained the stock wheel set. If you're a regular subscriber to the channel, you'll know that I recently lifted my 2016 TRD off-road with a 2-inch lift in the front, 1 inch in the rear, and it wasn't an easy decision. I did a ton of research to get to this result, and I was thinking it might be helpful to put together just a short video showing a number of the different options that are available for minor lifts that maintain the stock look. So you can see here, like I said, I've got a 2-inch lift in the front. It's got a rough country spacer up front, little silver guy there, and we just did a 1-inch block in the rear. It maintains the stock look for the most part, but gives it just a little bit more of an aggressive look. At the moment, I've got the stock tires on the vehicle. The plan is to originally upgrade those. I want to go with a slightly larger tire size, but I've got pretty good tread at the moment, so I'm not quite ready to make that jump, but that is in the works. Hopefully in this video, if you're looking at doing a lift, it'll help kind of narrow down the options a little bit for maintaining that stock look. We're going to look through a number of different options of lifts in the front and the rear and different tire sizes. So getting things started, our first Tacoma here is a TRD off-road short bed. It's got, like I said, no lift on it, just a slightly larger tire size. It's got a 265/75/16, gives it a really nice aggressive look. Obviously the way they took the picture here, sitting on slightly unlevel ground, helps with that as well. It's got a really nice look. Next one here is a TRD Sport long bed. This one, like the one I just showed you, is also not lifted, but it's got a larger tire size. It's got a 265/70/17 tire. Again, gives it a nice aggressive look without spending the time and effort lifting the truck. Our next one here, just like the first TRD off-road that I showed you, is also got a 265/75/16 tire size, but from a slightly different perspective. And again, no lift on this one. So those three give you an idea of what it would look like if you wanted to put a more aggressive tire on the vehicle without doing a more expensive lift kit. All three look really great in my opinion. This next one has a 1.5-inch lift, and the tire size is a 265/75/16. This is a TRD off-road access cab. And this is actually the one that I really kind of, I guess, persuaded me to go the direction I did with my Tacoma. Really a fan of the look of this Tacoma. Obviously being an access cab, it's a little bit hard to decide how that would translate to the double cab, but I really love the way that this one looks. Again, it's got that stock look, but it's just a little more aggressive. Huge fan of the way this one turned out. So our next Tacoma here has a 2-inch lift in the front, a 1-inch lift in the rear. It also has about the largest tire size you might want to consider if you want to maintain the stock wheels. It's got a 285/70/16. It's a very popular tire choice. Looks really nice if you want to really maximize that aggressive look. Our next Tacoma here has, again, another 2-inch lift in the front, a 1-inch lift in the rear. The tire size on this one is a 265/75/16. So it looks really, really nice in my opinion. Our next Tacoma here, it's another TRD off-road access cab. This one's got a 2.5-inch lift in the front, no lift in the rear. And then on the tire size, they went with a 265/75/R16. Obviously with all the mud on the truck, it looks awesome. This next one here, this is actually one of Dobinson's, makes lift kits for Tacomas. This is kind of their, I guess, show truck a little bit, and they've made some additional modifications since these photos. This has been another really helpful one for me to look at because it's black, TRD off-road. It looks a lot like my truck besides the fact that I've got a long bed and it's a short bed. Really great looking truck. I've actually got 2 photos of this one. This has got a 2.5-inch lift in the front, 2-inch lift in the rear, and it's got that 285/75/R16 tire size. So here's a picture looking at it from the front, and then we've got another picture here looking at it kind of from the side and on the rear. Looks really nice. Our next Tacoma, going back to another, well, this is actually a TRD off-road that's got sport wheels. I think it looks pretty good actually, putting the two together. This has got a 2.5-inch lift, and it's got a 285/70 R17 tire on it. Again, this is another long bed. So now jumping up to 3-inch lifts. This has got a 3-inch lift in the front, a 1-inch lift in the rear with just your stock tires. Surprisingly, actually looks pretty good. It would look better probably with a more aggressive tire. But if you're looking at doing the lift and maybe like me, you don't want to upgrade the tires right away, it gives you a little bit of an idea of what that would look like. And we've actually got another one here too. This is a short bed Tacoma Sport with 3-inch lift in the front, 1-inch in the rear, again with your stock tires, which you know, again, doesn't look as good as it could, but it shows you that it doesn't look that bad if you want to stick with the stock tires for a little while. Now, once you are ready to upgrade that tire size, here we've got a 3-inch lift in the front, a 1-inch lift in the rear. This is a 265/70 R17 tire. Again, this is another TRD Sport, and it's the short bed model. Jumping up a little bit in size now, this has got a 3-inch lift in the front, 2-inch in the rear. This is a TRD Off-Road, and it's got a 285/75 R16 tire size. If you like that look, we've got another one here. This is the same. It's got a 3-inch in the front, 2-inch in the rear. Same tire size as that last one. It's got a 285/75 R16. Jumping over to the Sport model, this is a Sport long bed. It's got a 3-inch lift in the front, 2-inch lift in the rear. Tire size on this one is a 265/70 R16. Now, if you've got an SR5, unfortunately I don't have a lot of SR5s in this whole selection. I was kind of focused more on the TRD models for some reason, but I did find this one, and I think it looks really good actually. In general, I'm more a fan of the TRD wheels, but I think this truck's great looking. So it's got a 3-inch lift in the front, 2-inch lift in the rear, obviously an access cab, and tire size on this one, they went with that 285/75 R16 tire size. Looks really good. Got another TRD Off-Road here. This has got a 3-inch lift in the front, 2-inch in the rear. It's got those really aggressive 285/75 R16 tires. And we've got one more. This is also a TRD Off-Road. So just like that last one that we saw, it's got a 3-inch lift in the front, 2-inch lift in the rear. Tire size is a 285/75 R16 tire size. So that's a summary of what I found in my search looking at lifting the 3rd generation Toyota Tacoma. I hope that this video is helpful for you if you're looking at doing something similar with your Tacoma. There's a lot of other great options out there, and I wish that I would have started saving photos a little earlier on. I kind of thought about it after the fact and went back and put a selection together of some of the ones that I looked at. But hopefully having these in one place together will help with your search. In the comments below, love to get your input on what you think is the best combination to maintain that stock look between lift kit and tire size. Love to get your input on that. For more videos on the 2016 Toyota Tacoma, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.